Whoa, this is a good one. Oh, he grabbed me right near the bait. Alright, I've got a fish here. A good fish too. G'day everyone. No fishing again for me this morning, so I'm sitting in my shed having my morning coffee. Cheers. And today I'm going to have a bit of a look at some gear that I use, a bit of a gear review. And what I'm looking at is some spinning reels. These are Fin Nor Rampage 1000 and 2000, and these are my go-to spinning reels for squid, tailor, that kind of thing. Really work very well for squid. This is the 1000 on this rod. This is my squid setup. This is what I use for squidding. So Shakespeare amphibians are pretty much a budget rod with a budget reel, the Fin Nor Rampage. But anyway, let's talk a bit about the reels. So I had a bit of a look online, got a bit of history, and now Fin Nor has been around since 1933, so they're not a new player on the market. They've been around for a while. Started in the US in Miami, and probably better known for game fishing, the game fishing reels, but they do a good range of spinning reels as well. The Rampage is sort of a budget conscious small to mid size spinning reel. I bought this 5 years ago. I actually bought this one 5 years ago, the 1000, and then about 6 months later bought this 2000. They have been used a lot. There is a few issues with them, simply because of age and use, but let's get into it. Let's have a bit of a look at them. So, price. So I got these delivered to my door, both reels, for $50 each, so $100. Now when you consider that I go fishing pretty much every weekend with these reels, they get a lot of use and frankly a little bit of abuse. $50 for reels that have lasted the best part of 5 years, that's a bargain. $10 a year. So if you're just starting out and you want a budget model but a one with a bit of quality behind it, Fin Nor Rampage, worth considering. Okay, so what about quality? So compared to other reels that I bought online, cheap reels, these have lasted the test of time. You can see paint's flaking away. There's a few paint's flaked off here, there's a few issues there. But they've lasted and they're tough and they work well, more the point. So I'll just get the drag going on this one. So pretty smooth there on the drag. No problems with the drag on that. G'day dogs. So I'll just show you that again. Yeah, see, relatively smooth. Don't grab that dog, you won't enjoy it. So yeah, I've got no complaints about the quality of these at all. They're not a top end reel, they're a budget reel, but for the money you're paying for them, and look how smooth that is after 5 years, that's pretty good. yeah, no complaints about quality with these reels. Have another sip of my coffee. So reliability sort of comes off the back of quality. No problem at all with reliability. As I said, very regularly used, pretty much at least once a weekend. And look, they're copping spray all the time in the kayak. This one, I even dropped that off my kayak, that whole rig once, the rod and reel. I dropped it off the kayak, 10 metres of water. Thought I'd lost it, and actually accidentally snagged it about an hour later fishing in the same area. I'll show you that clip now, actually.
Okay, let's see what we've caught here. Right. There you go, catch of the day. That is a rod that I dropped over the side.
So fully submerged for about an hour. I brought it home, cleaned it up, lubricated, and it's still going strong. Now I'll show you a few issues I have had with them though, and they're only minor issues, but they are issues. I've had to replace a couple of times now the screws in the bail arm. So here on the pivot and here, so I've had to replace them, and that's pretty annoying. They actually came apart while I was on a fish and let go, and I lost the fish. So probably my fault for being a bit slack on maintenance, but that has been the point that has let me down on these reels a couple of times. But as I said, I mean, that one's been completely submerged. This one's regularly sprayed with salt water. They get a rinse after they come home, but to be honest, I'm not great with maintenance. And look at that. Still going great guns.
It's a fish, you beauty. What do we got? Him in the net, have a look.
So there you have it. Fin Nor Rampage 1000 and 2000. And the only real difference between the 1000 and the 2000 is line capacity on the spool. So the 1000 will hold 140 yards of 6 pound, and the 2000 will hold 165 yards of 8 pound braid. So really the only difference is a slightly bigger spool on the 2000. They're pretty much the same size reel, as you can see there. So would I recommend this reel to anyone? Absolutely I would. Look, there are better reels, you know, you pay money, you can buy better reels. There's better Fin Nor reels, there's better Shimano, Daiwa, you know, you name it. There's good reels everywhere. This is a budget reel. It doesn't pretend to be anything else, but, and I keep harping on about it, 5 years worth of use and they're still going great guns. And, you know, I've had them out, as I said, every weekend. Salt spray, submerged completely, and they're still going great. For what I use them for, which is mainly squidding, tailor, that kind of thing, so I'm trolling. Yeah, perfect. They're light, obviously. You know, that's a light setup designed, well, not designed for squid, but I use it for squid, so it does the trick perfectly. And so that's always holding it. As I'm fishing, I'm holding it in my right hand and sort of jigging with this motion for squid, or I'll just put it in the rod holder if I'm trialling for tailor. They work great. I'd fully recommend them. You can still buy these. They're still available. You can get them on eBay, things like that. There is a newer model. It's sort of been upgraded by Fin Nor. The newer model is the Trophy, but it's basically the same reel, just with a different name and slightly upgraded. So I was just looking on the Fin Nor US site, and the Trophy goes for $50 US, which at the current exchange rate I'm thinking would be about $70 to $80 Australian. So, you know, a little bit more expensive than I paid for these, but you know, you're still looking at a budget reel at that price. A budget / quality reel. So, how would I rate them? Look, probably 7 to 8 out of 10. They're not perfect, but for what I use them for, they are very good. For 5 years old, I know I keep harping on about 5 years old, but that's not bad. That's a lot of use, a lot of wear, minimal maintenance, because I'm terrible with maintenance, and it's still going strong. I expect to get, well, years out of these still, you know. I've got a lot of old gear that's still going, and I expect these to be no different. I mean, they're not like my, that's a 30-year-old Shimano right there, which still goes strong. I wouldn't be the least surprised if these end up being the same. So that's it, my review of the Fin Nor Rampage. So I'll put some footage in now, and you can see them doing their thing, out catching squid and tailor as they're meant to do.
I tell you, this could be a good one. So I felt the weight laid up and I thought I was snagged. There's quite a bit of weight there. Oh no, look at him. Oh, beauty. And there's another one just there, sitting right behind it. He's going for it. What a ripper. Oh, you beauty. He's not ready yet. Gotcha. This is a better fish. It's a snapper.
So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. Hope you enjoyed the footage at the end there. Tight lines. See you next time.